Hi, it's Peggy Lee, and today I'm going to share with you days 12 through 22 if we can get that far. And this is part 3. This is part 3 of my 100-day project art journal that I am creating. So day 12 is of a cute little collage of a printable, and this printable is by Heather, and her business name is rubyandpearl.xo, and she has a beautiful Etsy shop, and I will leave a link below. And so I did some old wallpaper that I had. I have some vellum that is behind here, and I did a simple collage with some fussy cut and some roses and some old buttons and lace. So I like that. That was one of my favorites. And then this one's day 13, another printable from Heather, rubyandpearl.xo, and this one was all about texture and vintage laces and all these laces on here, and this one even has the lace on the bottom. All the laces on this page, all the trims came from my good friend Michelle Hill, and I will leave a link below to her as well. She's just a really fun girl. She sent me a bunch of little bits that was going to go in the trash, and I put them in my art. And so day 14 is, sorry, that's my cat. I can't control him. So day 14, I did a really cute mixed media piece, and I created a bird's nest with some stencils and modeling paste. Found a bird, and it was one of my favorite pages. Day 15 was a tissue decoupage of some flowers, just bloom where you are planted. Simple mixed media. I'm trying to keep my art journal pages down to 15 minutes if I can. It's just something, this art journal is just a place for me to express myself, to be able to do a quick piece of art and not overthink and just have fun and try new things and explore old art pieces that I haven't done in a while. So this page here is one of my favorites. This is day 16, and She Was Brave and Lovely, another printable by Heather, rubyandpearl.xo. I also did a lot of stenciling with some stencils. I did a stencil with Anna Griffin stencil, and then painted it with Finnabar's paints. I have to lift it up for you to see. I added, see if I can see if it will focus. I don't know if it's going to focus. But I used glass gel beads, a medium, and I absolutely positively love it. It's beautiful. And my cat's helping me film this video. So day 17 was another simple collage. Just a layering. I did a lot of embossing with Ranger's Princess Gold embossing powder. This is a Finnabar stamp, and it was just really a fun, relaxing day, and I created this. So let's see, let's move on to day 18. Now day 18 was one of my fun ones. I really like collaging with not just paper, but with fabrics and trims, and so I created a little, it started out as a tag, and then I just kept adding to it, and then I added some stitches, and I did some sewing paper tissue technique in the background, and it's called Secrets of a Stitch, and I really, really love that. And all these pieces came from my scrap drawer. So day 19 is a different piece for me. It's about, I did a collage with wallpaper, paper scraps in the background, and I also did this right here is actually, let me see if I can zoom you in. This right here is paper tape. And what I mean by paper tape, it's the tape that you tape your foot as you're an athlete. Tape a bandage, and I cut free-handed petals, and then I stamped over them, and then I did a bunch of paints all over them, Finnabar's paints, and it was so much fun. I actually really enjoyed it. It came out great, and So it was a really fun page. So let's see, day 20 was another collage. This one was a little girl, and it says believe in yourself, and I was having a down day that day, and I just needed to create, and it was a little bit darker than I normally do, and just needed to express myself, and what a great way. It's a great challenge. This 100-day challenge is a really great challenge to think outside the box in art and design, and it was really fun. And I had an old image of a little girl, and underneath her is the tissue that has all about being brave. She's beautiful and brave and true, and just sometimes we just need to tell ourselves that. So day 21 was another really more my style, almost like scrapbooking, layering of some cute little designer cards, some Prima flowers, a doily, some lace, some scrapbook paper. It was basically, I was making cards and I had leftover pieces sitting on my table, so I grabbed them and I loved it. And the butterfly is free forming. And then on day 22, and I'm going to do one more day because we'll be done. Day 22 is one of my favorites. This layout is of my daughter's, but again, I found authentic scrapbook paper in my stash, and I just love their paper, and so I collaged it on the background, and I added a black and white photo. I distressed it with some gesso, stamped Sisters right on it, and this stamp set that says Just Because. This stamp set is Heidi Swapp's, and I love it. I love her handwriting. And then it says Just Because I Said So, because that's one of our favorite movies, and you know, as a mom, it was my favorite phrase when girls were teenagers. So I really enjoyed this page. Really love it. So my last page in this book is of my artist rose, abstract art rose that I was trying to create. And you know how when you create and you make a piece and it's perfect, and then you think, oh, let me add one more thing, and you ruin it and you have to start all over? Well, that's what this piece is. This piece has many layers of paint, but it was fun, and I learned a lot about myself creating this piece. So it's fun, and I like to go back and flip through. So here's part 3 of my 100-day journal, art journal, and it was really fun to create so far, and I have some new pieces that I can't wait to share with you, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying seeing my art for the 100-day project that's going on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, and go to Instagram and just punch it in, hashtag 100-day project. You'd be amazed at all the beautiful arts that's out there that people are doing. And so I challenged myself to do an art journal page and to just like 15 minutes, just 15 minutes a day. And I actually really have enjoyed it. And so thanks for watching part 3 with me, and I can't wait to share part 4.